That was last time CCP enacted martial law. Chinese citizens took to the street to demand democracy and say no to dictatorship. It seems Xi Jinping didn't learn his lesson because he's talking about enacting martial law again. Here are the details. I hear from multiple channels how Beijing has increased internal control and surveillance, fearing that the de facto trade blockage will cause internal turmoil. Perhaps it's too early for that, but the pressure is already felt. Yes, I can confirm they are preparing for an uptick in unrest, possibly even enacting martial law if needed. Now, the question rises, why is Xi Jinping freaking out again? Why does CCP feel the need to clamp down on its own citizens? Well, that has to do with this trade war and China. Let's start with the local factories.
They say I'm spreading rumors. Let me show you. The factory is on break, waiting for further notice. I need to find temporary workers. This is the reality.
Today, I met with a client in the textile export business. The raw materials had just arrived in the morning, and production was about to start. But by noon, they were hit with news of a 104% tariff. As a result, all the orders were canceled, and the factory immediately announced a shutdown. Sure, we also imposed an 84% tariff on the US, and that did boost morale, right? But after the slogans fade, has anyone really thought about what comes next? The most immediate impact is that many export-focused factories will have to cut production, lay off workers, and a lot of people could lose their jobs.
These people who are losing their jobs are realizing that their government is making a huge mistake. And to distract all these people, CCP is spreading anti-American sentiment all throughout Chinese social media. Every year, China spends 225 billion yuan to hire 4 million internet commentators who are pushing Chinese government's propaganda. There are thousands of them on Twitter. There are likely hundreds of thousands of them on YouTube.